I found a hidden note in my daughter's backpack. It was from her teacher, and I wasn't supposed to see it. I've always prided myself on being involved in my daughter Lily's education. I check her homework, attend every parent-teacher conference, and volunteer at school events. But last Thursday, I discovered something that made me question whether I really knew what was happening in my 9-year-old's life at all. While emptying Lily's backpack to wash it after a juice spill, I found a folded note tucked into a hidden inner pocket. It was sealed in a small envelope with "For Lily's eyes" only written in neat teacher handwriting. The envelope had already been opened. I hesitated. As a parent, I believe in privacy, but I also believe in protection. After a moment's internal debate, I unfolded the note. "Dear Lily, I noticed you didn't eat your lunch again today. This is the 4th time this week. Remember our talk about how our bodies need fuel to learn? I put an extra granola bar in your cubby for tomorrow. You don't have to tell anyone. Also, those girls who said, 'Your hair looks weird' are wrong. I think your curls are beautiful just like you. If they say mean things again, remember what we practiced. That's your opinion, but I like myself. You are stronger than you know." Minus Miss Peterson, my hands trembled as I read it. Lech. Lily had been taking her lunch every day till I packed it myself. And what girls, what mean comments. My daughter had never mentioned any problems. In fact, when I asked how school was going, she always said fine with a smile I now realized might have been practiced. At night, I casually asked Lily about lunch while we were making dinner. She shrugged and said she wasn't very hungry at school lately. When I gently pressed further, her eyes filled with tears. "Maddie and Zoe said I am fat," she whispered. "They said only fat people bring big lunches, so I've been throwing mine away." My heart shattered. My daughter Pert, my confident, bright-eyed girl who used to twirl in front of mirrors Pern, had been starving herself because of 9-year-old bullies. "And I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, pulling her into a hug. "And I didn't want you to know I am not." I emailed Miss Peterson that night, thanking her for looking out for Lily and asking for a meeting. The next morning she responded immediately, suggesting we talk after school. Miss Peterson wasn't what I expected. Young with bright blue hair and vintage glasses, she looked more like an art student than the stern older woman I'd imagined from Lily's stories. "Lily is an amazing student," she began, "but socially she's been struggling to us. Here's a group of girls who've been excluding her and making comments about her appearance. I've addressed it multiple times, but some of it happens during lunch when supervision is limited." She explained that she'd noticed Lily throwing away her lunch 3 weeks ago and had been keeping extra snacks in her desk ever since. The note was part of their private communication system, a way for Lily to receive support without drawing attention from the other kids. "Why didn't the school contact me?" I asked, trying to keep the hurt from my voice. Miss Peterson's expression softened. "Lily begged me not to. She said you work so hard and have so many worries already. She didn't want to be one more problem." On the drive home, I pulled into a park and had the most honest conversation I'd ever had with my daughter. I learned that the bullying had started months ago, that she'd been eating lunch alone in the bathroom sometimes, that she thought if she could just be less Lily, the other kids might like her. Yesterday was Lily's first session with a child therapist who specializes in self-esteem and bullying. The school has implemented a new lunch monitoring system, and Miss Peterson has started a kindness club that meets during lunch period. Parrot Lily is the first member. This morning I packed Lily's lunch as usual, but added something new. A note in a sealed envelope marked "For Lily's eyes only" inside. I wrote everything I wish I'd known to say months ago. Some lessons aren't taught in classrooms. Sometimes the most important education happens when a teacher sees what a parrot has missed parte and cares enough to leave a note that was never meant for my eyes, but changed everything when it found its way to my heart.